attention for one moment, please. The Fighting Tiger Ironton High School family, along with the Portsmouth Trojan family, ask if you will to join with us in a moment of silence for a fallen Ironton Tiger. Ryan Ainsworth, 1985 graduate of Ironton High School, quarterback on the football team, basketball standout, baseball standout, left this world way too soon. We sympathize with the Ironton Tiger family, as we all have losses. At this time, in the memory of Ryan Ainsworth, we ask you to join us in a moment of silence in his memory. A moment of silence, please. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now remain standing. Remove your caps to Honor America as James Dickey Post 23 presents the colors, and the Portsmouth High School Marching Band will play for us our national anthem. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Had a great off-season this year, and so far in our tour days and our camp days we had in July, we've got a lot of high-effort kids, and it makes it easier to coach when you've got that type of kid.
Who are your key personnel that you're counting on this year?
Well, I don't know. You know, we're so young, we're green as grass. We have 6 seniors, and that's it. And out of those 6 seniors, none of them started 10 games. As a matter of fact, we only have one guy on our roster of 52 kids that started all 10 games last year. So as you can see, we're very inexperienced. But if I had to pick, I'd say offensively, Brandon Wiedebrook, a quarterback, is doing a great job. He has stepped in and taken the offense by control and has done a great job for us. And you know, he's a quick study type kid. You know, I tell him a lot of times. I think you know, our 3 backs, we've got Darian Robinson, Alex Dickerson, and Johnny Charles, and all 3 of those guys bring something different to the table. And we think if we can keep those guys happy, we'll be okay. And as far as the other people offensively, I would say the O-line collectively, we've got to get better up front. We have some young, inexperienced guys up there. We only have one guy back that started all 10 games up there, so it's been kind of a work in progress. But you know, they're working hard, and that's all I can ask of them right now. From a defensive standpoint, probably Levi Hall and Josh Clark and Ethan Blackburn are probably our 3 key guys that we have defensively right now. And then again, you know, Brian Sexton, as we get Brian healthy. Brian Sexton, middle linebacker, that started for us last year. You know, other than that, we graduated 3 out of 4 defensive linemen, 3 out of 4 linebackers, and the entire secondary. So there again, it's another work in progress, and we're just kind of feeling our way through. And I just keep urging the staff and telling them, you know, we can't worry about the finished product yet. We got to take it a step at a time and teach them how to play and not worry about scheme right now. Well, we can stand here all day and talk about that scrimmage, or at skirmish, I should say. It, you know, that's the one that's near and dear to me, and that goes way back to the time I was a Pee Wee Trojan in 1964. You know, so it goes back a long way. New era, in Ironton football. Coach Bob Lutz has decided to retire for good this time, he informed me at last year. And Mark Vass has taken over. Mark played for Ironton. I think he was on their 91 team, and he played college football. I think he was in the OCC, the OAC, I should say. I think he played at Otterbein. But he's coached at West. He's coached at Ironton. And he's going to open things up, I'm pretty sure. So it's not going to be the same. I'm sure there'll be some of the things. Now, you don't change something that's real successful, but I think Mark's going to probably open up a little bit.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Trojan Coliseum, the first game of the season here, a home game for the Portsmouth Trojans, as they'll take on the traditional rival Ironton Fighting Tigers. Tony Lavender, along with his own sports team, set to bring you tonight's game between the 4-0 Ironton Tigers and the 1-3 Portsmouth Trojans. Kirk Clifford, the head coach of the Trojans, Mark Vass, the head coach of the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Portsmouth won the toss and elected to defer, so Ironton will be receiving and defending the south goal. Since we'll be seeing them pretty soon, let's take a look first of all on the night at the Portsmouth offense. First of all, across the line for the Portsmouth offense, the linemen for the Trojans, Gavin Applegate, Brian Sexton, Zach Schugert, Nate Basham, and Kyle Williams, 245, 215, 240, 203, and 235 across the front line for the Trojans. Young guys too, juniors, every one of them. Along the receiving corps for the Trojans, Alex Dickerson leading the Trojans in all-purpose yards, as well as Khalil Lattimore and Sky Oliver. They'll be the part of the receiving corps for the Trojans. And then in the backfield tonight for the Trojans, Brandon Wiedebrook, the quarterback, the 5'10", 160-pound junior, who has thrown for 536 yards this year. And in the backfield, because of injuries, of course, Darian Robinson not starting, but they do have Johnny Charles, one of the regulars, back. We thought he got banged up a little bit last week, but he's popped out of it. 5'7" junior will be in there. And starting tonight, Josh Clark, 5'6", 150-pound junior as well, who saw action last week after Robinson went down. Those are your starters on offense for the Trojans. On defense for the Ironton Fighting Tigers, they've got some large lads out there. Across the front row, it'll be Austin Rowe, Mo Phillips, Adam Webb, Aaron Stevens, and Trevor White. Starting across through there with a couple of those guys. Webb, in particular, weighing in at 315. So pretty good load right through there. Along the linebacking core for Ironton tonight, Nick Haberlin and Jacob Friend. Haberlin, 220 pounds and a senior. There you see the Trojans coming out as they, to the delight of the fans, good crowd here tonight. The first home game of the season for the Trojans, as they have been waiting. They've been on the road, and we've been with them for the first 4 games of the season on the road against the SOC Division II. And then on the backfield there, Patrick Lewis, Brandon Wilson, Tanner Duty, and Dion Brown. Those are the defensive backfield for the Tigers. We're about ready to go. It'll be about 30 seconds before kickoff, so we have time for a 30-second message. We'll be right back after this.
Tell those chain banks that they're barking up the wrong tree. American Savings Bank has been loyally serving our customers since 1892. American has a 112-year reputation for treating our customers like family. You can count on American for competitive rates, outstanding financial products, and excellent customer service. Plus, the time and attention you deserve. You'll love banking with American. It's one doggone good bank.
Welcome back to the Trojan Coliseum. There you see the Portsmouth Trojans huddle as they're getting ready to come out. They will kick off to the Ironton Tigers. Tigers coming in with a record of 4-0. The Trojans at 1-3. As this is the first home game of the year for the Trojans. Big night tonight. It's youth Pee Wee football night and also Hall of Fame night tonight. We'll tell you about those Hall of Fame inductees here in just a few short minutes as we go through the course of the game. Our kickoff presented to you tonight and always by Minford Telephone Company, Falcon1.net, and now Minford Television as well. So thanks to those folks for bringing you the kickoff, and we are happy to give it to you here on the zone. Portsmouth will be defending the goal to our left. They'll be in the red uniforms, white pants, and red headgear. And Ironton all white except for the orange headgear as they approach the ball. And this ball game is underway with the kickoff sponsored by Minford Telephone Company and Falcon1.net. As they move forward across through there, Ironton will get the ball. And bringing it forward for the Ironton Tigers was Trevor White. And White will give them pretty decent field position as they will have the ball on about their own 27 as we are just underway here. 11:54, only 6 ticks off the clock here as we are underway. The traditional, the second longest rivalry in the state of Ohio. Ironton and Portsmouth doing battle. That'll be Tanner Duty at quarterback. We'll go over the starters for you here in just a short while. And as they give it off in there, that's going to be Tanner Schweikert as he picks up good yardage, up to about 7 yards on that play. Schweikert, a 5'11", 210-pound senior, has scored a couple of TDs on the ground this year. He is their fullback. And Ironton coming out. No surprises for the Ironton Tigers in their formations. If you've seen Ironton play, you've seen the formation. And as they come out up through there, nice blocking as Lewis on his way cuts back to his left. He is going to go. We'll check for flags. No flags, and that's going to be a really quick drive for the Ironton Tigers as 5'10" senior Patrick Lewis takes it and moves it right down through there. How many? A 66-yard run by Patrick Lewis as Ironton draws first blood here tonight. Little inside play, excellent blocking that time by the Ironton line. And so now they will get ready to put up the extra point. The kick is up, it's on its way, and it's good. So as we come back up the field, we've played 51 seconds of this ball game, and Ironton leads 7-0. Back with a kickoff right after this.
Need a ride to work, school, the doctor, or to go shopping? Then call Access Scioto County at 353-5626. ASC is the public transit system for Portsmouth and all of Scioto County. We offer safe, reliable, and affordable public transportation that's available for everyone. Hundreds of people who cannot or choose not to drive use ASC to get where they need to go. Call 353-5626 to find out more or visit us on the web at asctransit.org. Access Scioto County, meeting needs and providing choices.
So Ironton puts together a 45-second two-play, 73-yard drive as Patrick Lewis scoots up through there 66 yards, and the Ironton fans going crazy along with the Ironton $1 Million Band. There you will find much joy over on the Ironton side of the field at this particular moment. So with 11:09 to go, Portsmouth will get its first shot at the football as they put the foot to it. And Schweikert delivers it down. It's taken on about the 18-yard line. Dickerson will return it up to about the 27 or so as he comes up out of there. On the tackle that time for Ironton, Mo Phillips on the tackle. And with 11:03 to go in this first quarter, Ironton already leads 7-0, and Portsmouth will have the ball on their own. They mark it on the 29-yard line. High school football on the zone. Ironton leading in this ball game. Portsmouth will take it. Wiedebrook will go right, and it's picked off. Snagged big time and taken and taken to the ground by Brandon Wilson. Wilson leaps up through there and grabs that baby and takes it down, and Portsmouth has one pass and one interception. So Wilson intercepts, and Ironton will once again have the ball back, and we've only played 1 minute and 3 seconds of this ball game. Ironton has the ball for the second time in great field position, of course, on the Portsmouth 34-yard line. And a little cross buck that goes up through there, and bringing it down in there is Lewis. Ethan Blackburn on the stop. And a pickup about 3 or 4, so it'll be second and about 6 or 7 for the Portsmouth Trojan, or for the Ironton Tigers, who are on top of a 7-0 lead at this particular time. We've played 1.5 minutes now this ball game. Ironton knocking on the door again. Out to the right-hand side goes Stevens. In the slot over there is Lewis. He goes in motion. Duty gives it to White. He's brought down by Brian Sexton. Pickup of a couple or 3. It'll be third down and about 3 to go. 10 minutes to play left here in the first quarter. High school football on the zone, presented to you by Bob and Floyd's Tire Sales, American Savings Bank, Dan Cassidy and everybody at the Barrett and Murphin Insurance Agency, and the Wheelersburg Cinema. Duty is under center this time, as he's going to turn, and once again he's going to give it to White. And he moves down, and he's finally dragged down there. Lots of contact. Lattimore amongst them on the stop. And it'll be an Ironton first down. Ironton's ahead 7-0, but that's their first down of the evening. As they are now inside the Portsmouth 20, so working from the red zone. So as they come, you see the regular Ironton formation. And they're going to fake and give straight ahead to Schweikert, as he gets down to about the 15 or 16.
On the stop, Brian
Sexton on the stop.
Along with Levi.
You're watching high school football on the zone, presented to you by Denini for Sheriff. Brought to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center. And Love Nails and Hair Day Spa in Sciotoville. Left side, lots of room, moving in, touchdown, Lewis. Lewis takes it in from about the 15. So Lewis, a 15-yarder, tacks on his second touchdown of the night here at the 8:36 mark of the first quarter. Ironton began that drive with lots and lots of room to their backs as they started on the Portsmouth 34. Lewis already at 85 yards for the night, as they will put that one up, and Schweikert's kick is good as they come back up the field. Ironton 14, Portsmouth nothing. Back with the kickoff right after this.
The racing teams of NASCAR accept nothing but the very best. At Barber's Auto Value, you'll find many of the same brands for your car that you'll find in the garages at Daytona, Indy, and other major tracks. From Wix filters to DuPont automotive finishes, whatever you need, Barber's has the largest inventory of parts and paint supplies in the tri-state. We offer a full-service custom machine shop featuring welded crack repairs for aluminum and cast iron heads and blocks. Barber's Auto Value, name brand parts as well as alternative brands for the price-conscious shopper.
A 14-0 lead over the Portsmouth Trojans on a Patrick Lewis 15-yard run that capped a 5-play, 34-yard drive, and took about 2 minutes and 21 seconds for the Tigers, as they had an interception led directly to a score. So a turnover leading to 6. And they lead 14-0. And as they come forward with it, here's Dickerson again. He's going to be hit and taken down.
Taken down on the play by Jeremy Bodner.
As Portsmouth once again with 8.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter will get the ball. And they are inside their own 25. We'll call it their own 23-yard line for the Portsmouth Trojans. As they trail, their first pass of the night ended up in the hands of Wilson. So they shift the tight end to the other side and head up through the center, and lots of room outside, so they keep going over that way. And bringing it over there, right out, 5'10", 210-pound sophomore. Austin getting a lot of action this year. Young fella.
Austin right out on
picks
the
up
carry.
about 3. We're a third of the way through this first quarter. High school football on the zone presented to you by Fred Brisker and Associates. Brought to you by McDonald's of Portsmouth, Rosemount, and Wheelersburg. In the eye. Wiedebrook will pitch, and in the backfield, getting away from one, Charles goes on up across the 35 as he is finally brought down over there and taken to the ground for Ironton by Dion Brown. And that is a Portsmouth first down.
First down.
So first down Portsmouth, first one of the night for the Trojans. 10-yard run that time. Charles got injured last week, and we were kind of worried about him. He has bounced back and is doing quite well. Dickerson was in a wing on the right. They try the other way. And Charles again pops up out of there. So it'll be second down and 8 yards to go for the Portsmouth Trojans. Coming in tonight with a record of 1-3, the first home game of the year for Portsmouth. And not only a crowd of viewers, we have a crowd of media here tonight as well. Way out to the right side goes Lattimore. Flag, flag, flag. Dickerson went in motion, and about the time he did that, the flag went a-flying.
See what the yellow handkerchief's all about?
And it's going to be an offside call against Ironton.
Against the Ironton Tigers, 5-yard penalty will be assessed.
So a penalty against the Ironton Tigers will give Portsmouth a little more breathing room on this series of downs. 5-yarder will now make it second down and about 2.5, I guess. Probably a good 1, 2, I'll call it 3. 6.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter at the Trojan Coliseum. That's Lattimore out to the right side. Dickerson is in motion. And they will pitch to him. Got a nice block over there. Gets loose. Heads downfield. Alex Dickerson doing a good job on that one. Austin Rowe on the stop for the Ironton Tigers. First down, Portsmouth.
Austin Rowe.
So Dickerson goes in motion. They move him and head him over that way.
6-yard line.
This time Dickerson's out on the right side. Lattimore's way out on the left. And straight ahead with it. Up they go. Into the mouth of the beast. And pulling that up through there is Rideout. Austin Rideout. As we mentioned in the pregame, Darian Robinson on the sidelines was injured last week in the Minford game. A couple of receivers to the right. Wiedebrook tosses in low to Dickerson. Dickerson's across the 40. Gets him way down to about the 39, and he's taken up there by Dion Brown. 6-yard gain on that one. So Wiedebrook connecting. Coming into this game, Wiedebrook 42 out of 71, 536 yards. He had tossed for 4 TDs and had been picked twice, so he upped his pick percentage by 50%. And Wiedebrook not seeing what he likes, and there to greet him in a not so friendly way, Aaron Stevens, the 6'3" senior, grabbed a great big arm load of Wiedebrook, and now we're in a situation where Ironton wants to stop and Portsmouth wants to go with the ball smack dab on the 40-yard line of the Ironton Tigers. 4:22 to play in quarter number 1. Ironton up by a pair of touchdowns. High school football presented by the Hadsel family of companies and Southern Ohio Medical Center. Carter, tight end on the left side. Wiedebrook in the middle of traffic and caught, and there'll be a late hit on that. Yeah, they did throw a flag. As coming in on that too late for Ironton was Tanner Schweikert, as he was definitely down, and Schweikert decided to add some dressing to the salad. And so they will tack on 15 in addition to the first down. So the late hit costs Ironton a pretty good chunk of real estate, and it takes the Portsmouth Trojans down inside the Ironton 20-yard line, just a smidge inside there. 4:01 to go in the first quarter of play. Major penalty. Wiedebrook rolls, pitches, and the ball's on the ground, and looks like Ironton might have that. Portsmouth getting a drive together, and the fumble with 3:48 to go. So Ironton will take over with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter, and they've got the ball on their own 20-yard line. So the Trojans put together a nice bit of work there, start at their own 23, work all the way down, use up about 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. And Lewis stopped in the backfield. Nice defensive stop over there for Portsmouth by Austin Rideout. So a loss of 1 on the play. So Lewis, who's broken loose for a goodly amount of yardage tonight and 2 touchdowns, stopped on that one as Rideout wasn't about to let that one happen. Ironton coming out. Lewis out to the right side. Out to the left side. They've got a man split. Duty's going to pass. And that's complete over there on that particular toss to Brandon Wilson. So pick up enough to make it 3rd down and about 6 or 7 to go. For the Ironton Tigers. There you see the Portsmouth defensive huddle. 79 there is Woody Workman. 52, Levi Hall. 42 in there for the Trojans. Austin Carter. Stevens way outside on the right. Receivers all over the place. They're looking in, and they hit the man inside. White was all by himself, and he's got enough for the first down out to the 35-yard line. So Duty, coming into this ball game, had thrown the ball 20 times. He's now had an equal to 20% of, or 10% of his passes for the school year. 2:45 to go in quarter number 1. Coming out to the left is Wilson. pair of receivers to the right. The back's in an eye, and Duty will take it and be chased. He dumps it off and has a man that's open over there. That's White. White scooting down the left side, skips around one, finally moves down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Ironton looking for flags. How many? 64-yard pass play. And Trevor White, who had 2 catches for a TD coming into this ball game for 35 yards, has basically almost virtually doubled his receiving yardage. So Duty completes. And the kick is up and good, and as we come back up the field with 2:22 to go, it's Ironton 21, Portsmouth nothing. Back after this.
The Battery Terminal King Chip Womack has made a proclamation announcing the appointment of his new court jester, Will. While Chip is still paying top dollar for old batteries, Jester Will is paying in gumballs when he's in the office.
Attention coin collectors, Leading Lady announces the opening of a numismatic coin shop in downtown Portsmouth, located at 614 Chillicothe Street, for buying and selling coins. Private room available to buy or sell. Donald Malone, manager. Check our website, leadingladycoinshop.com.
Trevor White, 6'3" senior, has caught a 64-yard pass, or completed a 64-yard pass play from Tanner Duty, completing a 4-play, 80-yard drive that only took 1 minute and 26 seconds when you chew up those hunks of yardage in groups of 64. That would explain it. Minute 26 seconds off the clock. Kick is going to come down to the Trojans. Bringing it forward is Dickerson. Dickerson will be dropped and headed down to the ground there, as he is dropped that time for Ironton by Mo Phillips.
Mo Phillips on the stop for the Ironton.
And so the Portsmouth Trojans will try once again, as with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Portsmouth will have the ball, and their field position will be on their own 24-yard line. Ironton up 21-0. You're watching high school football on the zone.
Congratulations to the newlyweds.
Presented to you by All About Tires. And moving out on the left, right out will move up through there.
On the stop.
And coming up out of there for Ironton, several different ones, and chief among them in there was Jacob Friend.
Jacob Friend on the stop for the Tigers.
And with 1:55 to go in the first quarter, Portsmouth Trojans trying to see what they can do about breaking this one-sided touchdown stuff. Drive started on the 24-yard line. Dickerson grabs that baby and then gets grabbed himself. So with 1:25 to go, Portsmouth's going to find themselves in a third down situation once again. High school football on the zone. Portsmouth goes into league play next week. Ironton, of course, was in the Southeastern League with Portsmouth, and they went independent. Try to save some transportation money. Heading off the field with headgear in hand is Brandon Wilson. So the Trojans will come out. Third down, about 6 or 7. They'll send 2 receivers out to the left side. Wiedebrook will toss that way, and it is complete. And on the defense is Lewis. Dickerson gets it, and he's going to come out short on that first down. He's going to pick up a couple, but it's now 4th down and about 3 for the Portsmouth Trojans as Wiedebrook completes it to Dickerson. And Lewis on the defense coming up from his cornerback spot. Prevents the first down.
Stop for the Tigers. Back deep for the Tigers. Patrick Lewis.
So the Trojans will put the foot to it. And kicking it off for the, or kicking it away for the Trojans is Zach DeLotel. So we got whistle, 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 whistle.
Preliminary indication is false start.
And a false start. Instead of it being 4th down and about 3, it's now going to be 4th and 8. So DeLotel will try to give it his best from a little bit deeper in Trojan territory. DeLotel will stand and receive the pass from center on about his 13-yard line. He gets his kick away, and it's a squibber that's only going to go out to about the 36 or 7-yard line before Isaiah Lyseth marks it dead. And so the punt, another example of the Trojans are having to fill in with Jacob Albrecht out, their regular punter. Another one of the many Trojans that are on the disabled list. So with 3 and 9/10 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Ironton again with tremendous field position on the Portsmouth 36-yard line. Again, the fancy schmancy formation for the Tigers. Duty is going to give it away, and still moving forward with it over there for Ironton is Dion Brown. As Dion Brown picks up at the first down, and that's the way the first quarter will come to an end. Score, Ironton 21, Portsmouth nothing. Back with quarter number 2 right after this.
Great hit for a home run. Anybody can hit a home run with Benton Murphy Insurance.
Since 1922, Barrington Murphy Insurance, along with State Auto Insurance, have been hitting home runs in the Scioto County area, offering a full line of insurance products, auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give us a call or stop by our office to let one of our dedicated staff help you with all your insurance needs. Barrington Murphy Insurance.
Welcome back to the Trojan Coliseum. There you see the Ironton Tigers getting some instructions from their first-year head coach, Mark Bass. Ironton's starting line, Tyler Taylor, Adam Webb, Jacob Friend, Hunter Cameron, and Isaac Sherman across the front line there. At the receiving spots for Ironton, they've got Brandon Wilson and Aaron Stevens. Then in the backfield, Tanner Duty, Trevor White, Tanner Schweikert, and of course Patrick Lewis, who we have seen throw a couple of touchdowns up on the board pretty quick. So those are your offensive starters for Ironton. Big difference in the experience of Ironton. In their starting lineup, they have 7 seniors on offense. Duty back to pass, and it's caught and taken down quickly, but not before picking up some yardage over there. Clark brings down Stevens. So Stevens catches the ball, and Ironton is, as I mentioned, coming into this ball game, Duty had only thrown 20 passes all season. So Ironton really opening it up as far as being an Ironton team is concerned. So another first down for the Ironton Tigers. And they will come up, and Tanner Duty will bring them forward. Whistle, 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 whistle. And timeout. So with 11:28 to go in the second quarter, Ironton leads 21-0. Back with more right after this.
Do you have an emergency need for cash? Diamond Gem Lending Company, the Pawn Stars of Portsmouth, will make a short-term loan on your merchandise or buy it from you for cash. Our friendly staff is here to help you with a loan or purchase. Incredible deals on out-of-pawn jewelry, firearms, guitars, tools, DVDs, CDs, game systems, vinyl records, player piano rolls, and musical instruments. Diamond Gem Lending Company, the Pawn Stars of Portsmouth.
There's the Ironton huddle during their timeout. Looking up through there in the Ironton lineup, you see 42 or 45. That's Trevor White. So Ironton and Portsmouth. Tigers will have the ball, first and goal. Ball's inside the Portsmouth 10, about the 9-yard line. And so Tanner Duty comes up underneath. Backs are in an eye. He's going to give to the tailback, Trevor White, as he drives down to about the 4 or 5 yard line. Coming up out of there, Levi Hall and Ethan Blackburn. So now it'll be second and goal from about the 2-3 yard line for the Ironton Tigers. This rivalry goes back a long ways. They've played about 118-20 times over the years. And we're back into the full house formation, straight ahead, and trying to drive through there is Schweikert. They get a little bit, but not much. Coming up out of there for Portsmouth off the bottom of things is Woodrow Workman. Woody, 5'10" junior, 310 pounds. So here come the Tigers. Fighting Tigers with 10:25 to go in quarter number 2. Duty has the same formation up. This time he goes to the other back and gives it off to Trevor White. Trevor White from the left halfback spot. So Trevor White scores the 4th touchdown for the Ironton Tigers. As with 10:17 to go, Ironton started that drive with 3 9/10 seconds to go in that first quarter. Started on the Portsmouth 36 after a punt that was kind of a squib. So we've got whistles and flags and conversations. Now they're going to talk to Duty, see what he's going to do, and here comes the official to give us the official word. Going to be offside against the Trojans. That'll be declined by Ironton. So Duty will hold, and Schweikert will kick. Snap is good, and that one is up. And once again, it's good. Come back up the field, 28-0 Ironton. Back with a kickoff right after this.
Injured? Disabled? Atomic plant worker? Social Security disability? Bankruptcy? Workers' compensation? Call for a free consultation. Our mission is to excel in helping you process your claim. Love Nails and Hair Day Spa offers manicures, pedicures, massage, skincare, bridal spa, and party packages, and much, much more. Visit us or call us today. We're open 7 days a week, and walk-ins are always welcome. Love Nails and Hair Day Spa. We go the extra mile to make you smile.
There you see Ironton coming out, getting ready as they sit on top of a 28-0 lead here at the Trojan Coliseum. First home game of the year for Portsmouth. Ironton coming in this ball game undefeated. First-year head coach Mark Vass, an Ironton alumnus, 4-0 in his brief head coaching career. Finds his team sitting up pretty good up against the traditional rival. And the kickoff will go, and it won't be quite as deep this time. That's going to be taken about the 20, and they're going to move out to the left and out of bounds as Josh Clark knocked out of bounds, and knocking him out of bounds over there that time was Jalen Schweikert. So Portsmouth will take over with 10-11 to go here in the first half. And it'll be Portsmouth's ball, and it will be on their own 27-yard line. So the Trojans still looking for their first bit of scoring before an opening night crowd. It's also Hall of Fame night here at Portsmouth High School. 2 inductees we'll tell you about here in a short while. Charles trying to turn the corner. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage as Charles gets almost that much, and Brandon Wilson bringing him down.
Stopped on a play by Aaron Stevens.
And it'll be second down and about 9 to go for the Portsmouth Trojans. Watching high school football on the Zone, presented to you by MediMart Discount Pharmacy. Also brought to you by all the Zone Country locations of the Portsmouth Public Library. Wiedebrook tosses about the 34-yard line. Josh Clark is there. And just a little bit too low. Josh Clark was open. So now it's going to be third down and 9 to go for the Portsmouth Trojans. Trojans kicked off to open this ball game. Their first try with it. Wiedebrook was intercepted. Second try, Trojans fumbled. Third try, the Trojans had to punt. And now this is their fourth try at it. And they've got 9 to go on third down. Wiedebrook is going to be snowed under over there. And hard on his case over there that time was Aaron Stevens. Aaron Stevens bringing all 210 pounds of his bulk to bear on the 160-pound Wiedebrook. So with 9:07 to go, the Trojans again will have to get rid of the football, and Zach DeLotel will stand inside his 5-yard line to receive that center pass. Back is Lewis, standing just outside the Portsmouth 41-yard line. Snap bounces. DeLotel will recover it and get a kick that goes away and takes a little bounce. Lewis will pick it up on about the 40. Head to his left. Get a block on the left. He's got one. He gets away. Headbutts with someone. Keeps driving down inside the 30 as he is finally brought down over there for Portsmouth by Zach DeLotel, the punter. Nice return by Lewis, and DeLotel is the one that finally had to bring him down. So Ironton has some great field position that was made entirely by Lewis on that return. So with 8:30 to go, Ironton again with tremendous field position as they'll have the ball on the Portsmouth 29-yard line. And with 8.5 minutes to go, there's a little bit, Portsmouth had a guy got a ding there, but they're all back out and raring to roll here. As Ironton will come up again, sitting on top of a 28-0 lead. And whistle, 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 whistle. Timeout, Portsmouth. With 8.5 minutes to play in the first half, it's 28-0 Ironton. Back after this.
You walk in, they have a big smile on their face, and it's genuine. It's not fake, and I hate fake, and it's just really nice. And
it's just an experience that they've got this customer service down to a science. And like I say, you're talking to a guy for the last 20 years has been in sales and knows how customer service is supposed to work. Glockner's has got it down to a science.
You feel special when you walk in. You feel special.
Their commercials, they're not lying when they make it easy.
There you see the Portsmouth Trojans coming out. High school football on Zone presented to you by the Shirt Stop of Wheelersburg, your one-stop shop for all your school spirit needs. So the situation is this: Ironton has 1st and 10, just inside the Portsmouth 30-yard line. And we marked things ready for play. Duty will be back. He'll drop. He'll throw. It's complete. And out on the left side and down, taking it in over there for Ironton is Dion Brown. Dion Brown, a 29-yard pass from Duty. And a one-play 6-second drive, 29 yards. And the kick by Schweigert is up and good. And as they come back up the field, Ironton leads Portsmouth 35-0. Back with the kickoff right after this. There you see the Portsmouth Trojans getting some coaching there from their special team coach, Randy Nelson. 8:24. Tanner Duty tonight has 124 yards passing. Coming into this game, he had 165 yards altogether in the 4 games up to this point. He is 5 for 5 on the evening. He was 13 for 20 coming in, so he's increased his total. And a kick and a whistle and a whistle and a whistle and a whistle. And it looks like we might have jumped the gun there a little bit and flagged down. So it's time to give it another boot from a little bit further back. High school football on the zone presented to you by Monroe's Collision Incorporated. Locations all over zone country. Our work says it all. And what we say now is the ball is back to the 35-yard line, following that penalty against the Ironton Tigers. And as they approach and kick, it will be taken on the 15-yard line for Portsmouth. Moving forward with it is Oliver, and he'll get out to around the 30, where he will be brought down over there amongst others on the scene for the Ironton Tigers were Wilson. And so Portsmouth, with 8:18 to go here in the first half, will have the ball on their own end of the field. The ball on the 31-yard line. And Ironton has taken advantage of some Portsmouth mistakes, and they have just flat out generated some offense. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. And a little jump in there, but that didn't go. The pitch to Charles. Charles taking it outside, turns the corner, gets out to about the 40. Stays on his feet and driven out of bounds. So he picks up about 8 or 9. It looks like it'll be 2nd down and about 1 to go. There's a good bit of running that time by Charles. Charles had to sit out a goodly bunch of the season last year with a concussion, a couple of concussions actually. Got whacked last week, but is back in action and going full speed. Dickerson way out to the right side, Lattimore out to the left. Wiedebrook will give it to Charles again. Charles moving forward, dragging the defender up through there.
Stopped on the play.
It'll be 1st down for Portsmouth. Ball a yard shy of midfield. 7:53 to go in the first half. Ironton has scored the first 35 points of this ball game. Trips to the left. And the reverse to Dickerson. He's got some room on that side as he gets almost out of bounds. Hit finally over there. Pick up a 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5, maybe 6.
Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd down 6.
And we couldn't quite catch who was over there. Kind of got a quick cutaway on that one. 7:36 to go. Here's Wiedebrook going to pitch. And runs into some heavy traffic over there. Giving credit on that particular stop to Matt Thomas, who tied things up. So it'll be 3rd down and about 8 to go. Or 2 to go, excuse me, for the Portsmouth Trojans. As Thomas, pretty nice whack over there, 5'8", 171-pound senior. Had a nice collision with Johnny Charles. And Zach Schugert and Brandon Wiedebrook exchanged some words as far as signals. And still on his feet, Johnny Charles, hit over there for Ironton by Tristan Cox and others. Also on the scene was Tanner Schweikert. But Tristan Cox, one of the big hits there. Schweikert, a 5'11 senior, weighs 210.
Tristan Cox on the stop.
Cox, 6'1", just a sophomore. So the Trojans will come out now with a first down to their credit. 6.5 minutes to play in the half, and a little draw to Charles. Charles gets down inside to 25. As Johnny Charles putting some feet to it.
Stopped by Austin Stevens.
Loosened up, or as we say in Southern Ohio, unloosened. Unloosened up. .6:13 to play. Second quarter. Dickerson and Oliver way out to the right side. Actually, Dickerson's coming back to the slot. And now some Ironton player, Tanner Schweikert, coming back up to the line of scrimmage. Wiedebrook just over the hands of Dickerson. There have only been about 2 incomplete passes tonight. Duty is perfect, and Wiedebrook's only missed 2. 1 interception in the ball game. That by Ironton. Still a goodly supply of folks on hand here as we are in the first half. Dickerson's way out on the right. Lattimore way out on the left. Wiedebrook fakes, tosses, got Dickerson. Dickerson has it knocked away in there. As good defense that time for Ironton by Brandon Wilson.
Brandon Wilson breaks it up, good defensive play.
So Dickerson was out there and he was ready to snag one. Wiedebrook delivered it where it needed to be.
Dickerson knocked away at the last minute.
So touchdown saving break up there by Wilson. Playing some pretty savvy football there. Wiedebrook again, right side, open, moving in. Ball bounces loose.
Pass complete to Sky Oliver.
Pass complete to Oliver. Ball bounces loose. And we will see what we will see here. As they are going to say it's Portsmouth's ball. First and goal, Portsmouth. Well, like to see the rationale behind that one. As Oliver heads down inside, has it batted away well before he was tackled. And it looks like a Portsmouth Trojan may have jumped on the ball at about the 1 yard line. There were 2 or 3 Trojans around and 1 Ironton Fighting Tiger. So we are discussing things.
Officials timeout.
Officials are discussing what's going on. So we could not see from our camera angle which of the Trojans fell on the ball. Wiedebrook from about 1 yard out, going to give Johnny Charles touchdown Portsmouth. Johnny Charles draws some points on the board for the Trojans at the 5:13 mark. 1 yard run. Portsmouth started that drive on their own 31 yard line. So nice bit of running and passing, putting together a drive. Lotel.
And the kick by Lotel is good.
Is good. And as they come back up the field, it's 35-7. Portsmouth has scored. We'll be back with Portsmouth's kickoff right after this.
nearly 70 years and 3 generations experience under our belt, we can proudly declare we were here for you yesterday, and we will be here for you tomorrow.
There you see the Portsmouth huddle as they're getting some words from special teams coach Randy Nelson. Portsmouth has just scored, putting together a 10-play, 79-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. The 5:13 mark here, the second quarter, the Trojans finally score. And as they do that, we look at some of the Portsmouth Trojan starters. Austin Carter, Austin Rideout, Justin Ohm, and Woody Workman, the defensive line for the Trojans. Linebackers for the Trojans, Brian Sexton, Levi Hall, Ethan Blackburn, and Michael Sturgill, sophomore, starting in there. And in the defensive backfield tonight, Khalil Lattimore, Josh Clark, and Isaiah Lyson. Here comes the kick, taken on the 15-yard line, moving forward with it to about the 30. And a little bit of a scramble in there. And coming up out of that for the Ironton Tigers with the ball was a guy whose number I do not have. A guy I've never seen before.
On the stop for the Portsmouth Trojans.
Yeah, we know his number's 30, but we don't know who the heck he is. We'll try to ask the Ironton media guys over there if they know who it is. But
first and 10 Tigers from their
Ironton with 5:05 to go in the first half has the ball on their own 32. Tanner Duty spent a lot of time in some different formations, tucks and runs, and gets open, crosses midfield, dropped down over there by Isaiah Lyson.
Stopped by Isaiah Lyson, but not before he gets into Portsmouth territory at the 46-yard line.
Well, I guess that was not. Did we switch quarterbacks in there? Is that Tristan Cox? Yes, it was Tristan Cox. 22-yard run for Tristan Cox. So Ironton with another first down. Stop in there for Portsmouth by Austin Charles. Pickup of about 3.
Brian Sexton, gain of 4 on the play, second down 6.
So it'll now be second down, about 7 yards to go for the Ironton Tigers. They're on the Portsmouth end of the football field with the ball sitting on the Trojan 43-yard line. Ironton coming out. Stevens wide out to the right side. And going deep. And tucking and now going to run and get knocked out of bounds over there. Cox gets knocked out for Portsmouth. And amongst those on the scene for the Trojans was Justin Ohm. Ohm chases him down. Pickup of about 4 or 5 maybe. Be third down about 3. 3:50 to go in the first half. Ironton 35, Portsmouth 7. High school football presented by Southern Ohio Medical Center. And timeout. Ironton, 3:51 to go in the first half. Back after this.
Okay, so it's a romantic dinner for 2. Now, I've already cut some tomato. Time for the vinaigrette. You are gonna love this. Okay, we need some sesame seeds. My favorite pan. Now, what's really important is
with Merilad cabinets, you'll discover function that's irresistible.
good thing I'm not the jealous type.
Merilad, the dream kitchen for the real world.
If I had a paper wad, I'd throw it. Welcome back to Trojan Coliseum, where Ironton leads Portsmouth 35-7. And Ironton will have the ball It'll be third down and about 2 to go on the Portsmouth Trojan 39-yard line. They started this drive on their own 32 about a minute and 15 seconds ago. Duty up this time with his backs in a full, oh, excuse me, not Duty. Cox. Big traffic in there, and Schweikert bringing it forward. On the stop, Justin Ohm. And Levi Hall in there as well as Justin Ohm. And also on the scene for Portsmouth that time was Nathan Basham. So with 3:41 to go, it'll now be a 4th down situation for the Ironton Tigers. They lead 35-7. They're at the Portsmouth end of the field. Tristan Cox running the offense. 6'1", 176-pound sophomore. Tanner Duty, the starter, has stepped off to the sidelines as Ironton leading 4-touchdown lead at this time. So Cox under center is going to deliver it, and in the backfield for the Portsmouth was Basham trying to bring down Schweikert. And Portsmouth will take over on downs as Basham with a nice job there. And so Portsmouth will have the ball with 3:15 to go here in this second quarter of play. Portsmouth gets the ball on their own 38. They will trail 35-7. And Wiedebrook calls and tosses right side, incomplete.
Pass incomplete
to Dickerson.
For Alex Dickerson, incomplete.
So that'll stop the clock with 3:11 to play in the first half. Charles.
On the carry, Johnny Charles.
Picking up 2 or 3. Stopped in there for Ironton that time by Austin Rowe. We found out number 30's name. His name is Jake Long for Ironton. Mystery solved. It'll be 3rd down and 5 to go. Wiedebrook will toss. And a snag by Dickerson, falling into Ironton territory.
First down, Portsmouth.
First down for the Trojans.
Alex Dickerson of the Portsmouth Trojans. First and 10.
And so the Trojans trying to get on that board again. They scored the last time they had the ball, put together a 10-play, 79-yard drive. Wiedebrook will pitch a little bit behind Charles. Charles is going to pick up maybe 1 as he's driven out of bounds over there by Matt Thomas.
No gain on the play.
So the Trojans now will have 2nd and 10. All just inside the Ironton end of the field. Dickerson's going to go out wide to the right. Lattimore out to the left. Man in the slot on the left. They're going to fake the give to Charles. Wiedebrook's going to throw, and it's complete to Oliver. Oliver hit hard and still manages to recover, get down to the 30. He was whacked really hard over there by Tristan Cox.
Another first down, Portsmouth.
He was whacked a really good one by Tristan Cox and continued, went forward for about another 3 or 4. And managed to get himself down for a Trojan first down. Lattimore out to the right side. Dickerson's on the left. In the slot is Oliver. They're going to go left, looking for Dickerson, and that baby was sort of a rainbow throw. Just kind of lofted up over that way. So that one falls incomplete. 1:09 to go. First half of play. This time Lattimore out to the right, Dickerson to the left. Oliver's in the slot to the right. And Wiedebrook down on the left. Dickerson up in the air, hit and broken up over there for Ironton. By Tyler Taylor. 1:03 to go in the first half of play. Tyler Taylor
Timeout Portsmouth.
breaks that one up. There's timeout on the field by Portsmouth. Back with more after this.
Sponsored in part by Monster Energy Drinks. Distributed locally by Spriggs Distributing, a division of the Triple Crown Beverage Group, the Tri-State's leading beverage distributor.
A night of family entertainment awaits you at the Portsmouth Cinema 8. We're always improving. More games, better movies, delicious concessions, online ticket sales, and updates on Facebook as well. To make your experience better, we now have all 8 theaters in digital DLP with Dolby Surround Sound. Plus, you can watch your next digital 3D movie here. All the entertainment you need at Portsmouth Cinema 8. Movies will never be the same again.
There you see the Portsmouth Trojans getting some words from Coach Kurt Clifford. 1:03 to go here in the first half as the Trojans with the ball. You're watching high school football on the Zone, presented to you by Gerlach & Gerlach, attorneys at law. The Glockner family of dealerships. Loot Supply. Revolution Church on Chillicothe Street in downtown Portsmouth, and Morgan Brothers Jewelers on 5th Street. Wiedebrook rolls. He's going to tuck. He's heading out of bounds on about the 31. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Not even much for a gain, I don't think. So now they're going to give him about a half a yard. So the Trojans face 4th down, 56.5 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the Trojans are on the Ironton end of the field. The ball sitting on the Fighting Tigers' 31-yard line. Oliver way out to the right, Lattimore to the left, Dickerson in the slot. Wiedebrook finds Dickerson on the 18. He continues to drive. He's down in there and still on his feet. Finally dropped down over there for Ironton by Tanner Price. Alex Dickerson continuing to drive. Tanner Price is the one who made the touchdown-saving tackle.
6-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Portsmouth Trojans on the Ironton 6-yard line. Dickerson continued to drive. Kid's only a sophomore, has got some intestinal fortitude. The ball's on the ground. And there's nobody saying what's going to happen here, whether it's Ironton's ball or Portsmouth. Yep, Ironton's ball. He just made the signal. So the Trojans knock on the door and turn it over. And the officials took they seem to be taking a little bit kind of long time tonight to make signals like that. So Ironton will get the ball on their own 7-yard line. And with 30.6 seconds left, they will probably just stand around and wait for it to happen with the knee. And that's going to do it for the half. So we're halfway home here at the Trojan Coliseum, and the score is Ironton 35, Portsmouth 7. We'll be back with the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report when we return right after this.
The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years.
Christianity is often attacked for being inauthentic or hypocritical. At Revolution, they are here so through worship and service, those who desire can develop a knowledge and understanding of scriptures and teachings of Jesus. Worship, grow, serve. At Revolution, Sundays at 10:30 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Here at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, we are not only here for you in your time of need, but we're also here to help our neighbor, to serve our community, and to help guide our youth. We do our best each day to make our area a great place to call home, and each year we give you a time to gather and remember your loved ones. To all area teams in the upcoming sports season, remember, the difference between impossible and possible lies in your determination. Good luck from all of us at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home.
Peter 10:17.
Ruth 2:11.
James 11:9.
When I was hungry.
When I was lost.
When I was stoned.
You gave me help.
Faith.
Joy.
You gave me a chance. Amanda 4:6. When I was saved.
Your holiday donations to the Salvation Army make change all year long.
Came here, professors were just down to earth to talk to you. Felt like you could make a connection with them. So when you go to apply for medical school, they're going to be able to write you the letter of recommendation. You're not just someone sitting in a large lecture at a large university.
Over the last year, I've been establishing a patient base in my hometown. 20 years from now, I hope to be here, seeing patients, taking care of patients. I don't hesitate to tell them I went to Shawnee State, and it truly made me stand out while in medical school.
Scored left the group Black Sabbath and struck out on his own. His first solo hit was in 1980. This is Crazy Train.
the proven choice among landscape professionals for over 20 years, offers you the latest in mowing technology. Whether you're a homeowner or professional, Ferris has the products to cover your power equipment needs. Ferris zero-turn mowers with four-wheel suspension provide a comfortable ride, increased speed, and a precision cut. Our patented suspension system absorbs the bumps, increasing stability and extending mower life.
See your local Ferris dealer at Staker Sales and Service, 1424 9th Street.
But sooner like a box of chocolates.
I love bluebirds.
Have you seen a really big snake?
I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
Sweet Confections is your best choice for a full-service bakery. We have wedding, specialty, and birthday cakes, cookies, cupcakes, fudge, and more. We even have sugar-free diabetic treats. At Sweet Confections, our sweets are happiness condensed. Call or go online and order your happiness today.
Welcome back to Trojan Coliseum, where it's halftime, and you're on the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report. Don't forget the sports clinics on Saturday mornings at 9. The Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine new location on Kinney's Lane in Portsmouth, Ohio. In the first half, Brent Williams is cooking up our stats, but the big story has been turnovers. As the Portsmouth Trojans in the first half have 3 turnovers. They've lost 2 fumbles and had an interception. The one turnover right toward the end of the half was just about a yard or so away from a touchdown. And they have just had fits as far as yardage is concerned here in the first half. First off, for the Ironton Tigers, they have 158 yards rushing on 17 attempts. And the Trojans, 22 yards or 22 carries for 68 attempts. In the passing department, we have seen some good passing tonight as Tanner Duty 5 for 5 on the evening, 124 yards. Brandon Wiedebrook 7 out of 14, 86 yards and 1 interception. Receptions and rushing, leading all rushers at this particular time on the evening is, excuse me, for the Ironton Tigers is Lewis. Excuse me, I got a cough here tonight. Patrick Lewis, the 5'10 senior, 73 yards. And leading Portsmouth on the evening, Johnny Charles with 43. In that first half, Ironton's total yardage, 282 to Portsmouth's yardage, 154. So 282 to 154 on that pace. Portsmouth would still be in for an over 300-yard night offensively, which would be a respectable night, except for the fact that they have 3 turnovers on the evening. And that has made a bit of a difference so far. In our first half, the Trojans kicked off first. Ironton took the ball, scored first, 45 seconds into the ball game. Actually 51 seconds into the ball game. 2-play, 73-yard drive. Patrick Lewis scooted 66 yards for the touchdown. Portsmouth had their first drive busted up by an interception. And Lewis again, following the turnover, capped a 5-play, 34-yard drive by scoring with 2:21 to go, or excuse me, scoring at 8:36 in the first quarter. Ironton led 14-0. Portsmouth got the ball the second time of the evening and fumbled it, giving Ironton the ball on their own 20 as the Trojans had put together a decent drive of about 50 or 60 yards. And then Trevor White completes a 64-yard pass play. He grabs that ball in from Duty and completes a 4-play, 80-yard drive. Took only a minute 26 seconds off the clock, and Ironton led 21-0. PHS their third time with the ball, had to punt the ball away, and the ball went off the foot of the punter, Zach DeLotel. Gave Ironton the ball on the Portsmouth 36 as the first quarter came to an end, but it only took a minute and 48 seconds for Ironton to send Trevor White in, completing a 5-play, 36-yard drive, and Ironton led 28-0. Portsmouth was stopped again, had to punt. Ironton got the ball on the Portsmouth 29. Put together a 1-play, 29-yard drive. Took 6 seconds as Dion Brown went in. It was 35-0. Immediately following that, Portsmouth took the ball on their own 31-yard line. Put together a 3-minute and 5-second drive, capped by Johnny Charles' 1-yard run. 10 plays, 79 yards. It was 35-7, and that's where our score is here at halftime. Although the Trojans did manage to get down with 30 seconds to go in the half and lost the ball on the 1 yard line on a fumble. And that would have been their second opportunity for scoring. So we are here. It's on the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report. Ironton leads Portsmouth 35-7. And we'll be back with the second half of this ball game between the Fighting Tigers and the Trojans when we return right after this.
Tell those chain banks that they're barking up the wrong tree. American Savings Bank has been loyally serving our customers since 1892. American has a 112-year reputation for treating our customers like family. You can count on American for competitive rates, outstanding financial products, and excellent customer service. Plus, the time and attention you deserve. You'll love banking with American. It's one doggone good bank.
Two inductees. First inductee, 2007 PHS graduate Charlie Dahl, who was while in high school was a 3-time first-team All-District, All-League first team. The golf team appeared in the state 2 times. Charlie placed 10th twice in the state tournament, and Charlie's senior year he was District Player of the Year, was placed on the coach's all-state first team. Charlie Dahl, good young man who played golf at Wright State University on a golf scholarship. And his senior year, he was named All-Horizon League. He's assistant golf coach at Wright State even now. So congratulations to Charlie Dahl. And John Hurley, Portsmouth native, is the head coach of the University of Cincinnati Claremont men's basketball team. Previously held the head coaching position at Cincinnati State Technical and Community College, and during his career he has won over 900 games as a head coach. Got his 900th victory December 13th of last year against the Rio Grande Red Storm. And so Hurley, who played for Coach George Heller, played in the Greater Ohio League, and currently at the University of Cincinnati Claremont. Been known as a great recruiter and has taken in players who had potential and developed them into great ones, including now 2 Portsmouth Trojans on his team. Dion McKinley and Wayne Evans have signed up, so congratulations to the John Hurley, the second member inducted into the Trojan Hall of Fame tonight. So congratulations to our Trojan Hall of Famers inducted here this evening. You're watching high school football on The Zone. And the halftime report has been presented by Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Always halftime, always keeping you up to date. And don't forget, always, the Saturday morning sports clinic, a great way to follow up quickly on sports injuries that happen on Friday night. So the second half is set to go. Portsmouth defending the south end, gets the ball. And moving forward with it is Dickerson, and Dickerson is going to get hit about the 16 or 17 yard line. Administering the coup de grace there for Ironton was still another guy whose name I do not have on the roster. So we will have to see what we can see here, but the second half is underway. Ironton leading at halftime 35-7. So the Trojans now will have the ball 1st and 10 as they take over here to start this second half of play. And Wiedebrook is still the quarterback. He rolls left, looks, and in trouble. Gets away, scoots his way back to the line of scrimmage. And then we have a humongous pile up there, and at the bottom of that for the Tigers is Austin Rowe. As we are just underway here in the second half of play, Ironton leading 35-7. Portsmouth starting this drive on their own 18-yard line. Another Tire and Lube, our sponsors here on The Zone. In motion goes Oliver. He stops now and sets on the left. And this time we're going the other direction and heading over that way. And Dickerson on the ground and with it. Covered over there that time for Ironton by Derek Berry.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
And the Tigers commit a personal foul.
The pass was complete to Alex Dickerson.
So that will give the Trojans a first down and give them some extra added yardage as well, as roughing the passer is called against the Ironton Tigers. So they'll run that baby out about 3/4 of a mile and set it down for first and 10 on the Trojan 42 yard line. So Ironton giving up the pass and then the penalty. So the Trojans now with a lot more room at their back. They're a little farther from the river now. Lattimore comes out to the left side. Oliver is in the slot, and Dickerson's out on the flanker on the right. Wiedebrook pumps and gives on the draw, and Ironton didn't buy that for a hot minute. They were right there. Jeremy Bodmer on the scene for the Ironton Tigers. And so a loss, well, about keep it right about the same place. So got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Portsmouth Trojans. We're just underway here in half number 2 on the zone. And the pitch will go to Charles, who will turn the corner. He gets up across midfield. And it'll be, let's see, they should give him that where that sits. And
looks like 9 yards, 11 inches and 3/4.
Other games in the area going on while this one's going on. Sound like they're in the heart of it too. Wheelersburg and Jackson.
1st and 10 Portsmouth.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. We got a report on that one. And Oak Hill and Minford was nip and tuck. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Portsmouth Trojans. 9:31 to go in quarter number 3. Ball just a couple of yards inside the Ironton end of the field. There goes Oliver way out on the right. And Wiedebrook will be knocked out of bounds. Taking him out over there on the left side is Matt Thomas. Thomas, a senior. We mentioned that before. 5'8", 171-pounder.
Gain of 4 on the play makes it 2nd down 6.
High school football on the zone presented to you by Corner for Sheriff, by Automania, by the Battery Terminal, and Sweet Confections Bakery, as well as the Salvation Army, Portsmouth Cinema 8, Powell Insurance Agency, and Stakers Sales and Service. Johnny Charles will get down to about the 40 for a whole slew of Ironton Tigers. The bottom of things for Ironton was Adam Webb, the big 6'6", 315-pounder. Charles makes a 3rd down and about 2. Ironton will be in action next week on the road down in Paintsville, Kentucky, as they'll take on Johnson Central. Meanwhile, the Trojans get to stay home another week after the first 4 games on the road. Wiedebrook has Oliver. Oliver still on his feet, does a little more zigzagging, and he went backwards, I think, after he caught the ball. He ran sideways instead of forward. So a completion, and I think he lost a couple trying to go sideways. East and west instead of north and south, as they always say. There is a flag. Illegal shift against the Trojans.
We're going to do it again. We'd like to pass our condolences along to assistant coach Mike Tipton, who lost his maternal grandfather about a week ago, and yesterday lost.
So it'll be 3rd down. We'll play the down over again.
Mike Tipton, one of our new assistant coaches. Our condolences to
3rd down, 7 or 8 to go for Portsmouth. Ball is on the Ironton end of the field. 8:13 to play, quarter number 3. And Wiedebrook will go, look, throw, got his man, and falling out of bounds is Dickerson.
Pass complete.
Alex Dickerson with just a nice, easy little recliner there. Took the ball and just sort of reclined out of bounds. And it's a Portsmouth first down. So we've seen considerable passing here on both sides of this ball tonight. So first down for the Trojans. And Charles will take it down inside the 25. Ironton almost had a couple of players extra out there that time. That's that famous 7-6 defense.
Tanner Schweikert on the stop.
So pick up, it'll be second down and about 5. So Charles got about halfway to taking care of business.
Bo Phillips also there for the Tigers.
Portsmouth on the Ironton end of the field, ball just inside the 25. Lattimore out to the right. Oliver out to the left. Dickerson in the slot. Wiedebrook rolls, tosses. Got Oliver. Oliver inside the 10. Knocked out of bounds about the 8-yard line.
Driven out of bounds by Kristen Cox.
And nice pickup for Oliver. A first down for Portsmouth, and it'll be first and goal for the Trojans.
From Miranda Wiedebrook to Sky Oliver.
How many? 13-yarder. As the Trojans have put together a nice string of them. Fake to Charles. Wiedebrook holds. He heads inside to 5 and gets down to about the 3. He's dropped over there for Ironton by Matt Thomas.
Bo Phillips on the stop.
Less than 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. So the Trojans .6:43 to go in the third quarter. Power I for the Trojans. And Johnny Charles. Close to the touchdown. On that power I formation, they bring Brian Sexton, who's a lineman, and he plays at the head of the I, and we also saw him on the setup on the power back on the I in the warm-ups. And he's clearing the way for Charles, and he made a nice hole up through there. So Brian Sexton getting to play in the backfield, and he is again. Power I. Charles again. And he doesn't make that time. And on that one for Ironton, Adam Webb, and also on there, Brandon Wilson.
Brandon Wilson also there. It'll be fourth down goal.
So having that power I and having a lineman in there in that power I formation at what would be the up back in the I has moved the ball down now to inside the 1-yard line. So Wiedebrook, left side this time. Touchdown Portsmouth. Johnny Charles pushed that ball across. Well, where he was laying on the ground, it was not even a stretch that the ball was over the line, but Ironton stands tall and hangs tough. Boy, oh boy. Johnny Charles was at the bottom of that pile and holding it up close to his chest, and it was still across the goal line. 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Portsmouth hangs on to the ball for about 6 minutes. I'll give you an exact time here. And Ironton breaks loose on a sneak. Here goes Cox. Tristan Cox, 99-yarder.
99-yard touchdown run. Tanner
check. I think that's Tristan Cox. The announcer said Tanner Duty. Yep, it is Tristan Cox. So Tristan Cox, 6'1", 176 pounds, sophomore. And 4:58 to go here in the third quarter. That was a 15-second drive. One play, 99 yards. Kick is blocked. And as they come back up the field, it's Ironton 41, Portsmouth 7. Back after this.
Need a ride to work, school, the doctor, or to go shopping? Then call Access Scioto County at 353-5626. ASC is the public transit system for Portsmouth and all of Scioto County. We offer safe, reliable, and affordable public transportation that's available for everyone. Hundreds of people who cannot or choose not to drive use ASC to get where they need to go. Call 353-5626 to find out more or visit us on the web at asctransit.org. Access Scioto County, meeting needs and providing choices.
There you see the Ironton Tigers celebrating their 99-yard touchdown run by quarterback Tristan Cox. That took 15 seconds off the clock as Ironton, on a big defensive high, had stopped the Trojans inside the 1-yard line. And Cox breaks loose on what just looked like sort of a little sneak, actually. And he scoots down, and it takes him 13 seconds to go 99 yards. Not exactly world-setting time for the 100-yard dash, but still counts 6 points. And it's 41-7. Back for Portsmouth to receive the kickoff will be Dickerson and Oliver. They'll be standing about their own 10-yard line. You're watching high school football on the Zone, presented to you by the Hatzel family of companies, brought to you by Shawnee State University, Access Scioto County, Barber's Auto Parts, Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, Strieber Mortgage, Lutz Supply, and Diamond Gem Lending Company. Those are some of our good sponsors. Thanks to them and thanks to you for being there. Schweigert's kick going to be taken by Dickerson on about the 17. Changes his mind, goes to the left, got some room, gets around one, going to be taken down. And a nice shot from our cameras over there as he was taken down by Tanner Price. As Dickerson does a nice job of bringing that ball back up, and Portsmouth will take over with 4:47 to go here in quarter number 3. They'll have the ball on the 48-yard line of the Ironton Tigers. They trail 41-7. So the Trojans, who held on their last drive, were unable to convert the score. Wiedebrook looking for Dickerson, and it's complete for a first down inside the 40.
38-yard line. Again, Randall Wiedebrook threads the needle to Alex
This half,
Dickerson.
Wiedebrook is 4 for 4. So the Trojans putting together some offense, but just having those breaks where they can't quite convert. Charles has some room to run, gets down inside the 30, and it is another Portsmouth first down.
Stopped on the play by...
So another Portsmouth first down, 4:18 to go. OHSAA released the first computer ratings of the season Wednesday for high school football. And these Ironton Fighting Tigers lead Region 15 of Division 4. They're easily in first place. Minford's Falcons are in 4th place. Top 8 teams make the playoffs, but there's still, of course, 5 more games after this one. As Charles brought down over there amongst them on the scene for the Ironton Tigers was Austin Rowe and Mo Phillips. So the Trojans with 3:43 to go in the third now have a 2nd and 6. Looking at them. Region 23, Division 6, Notre Dame's in 5th place. The East Tartans are in 8th. SOC Division 1 schools. Fake and a give on the draw. And still on his feet and still driving down. Johnny Charles before he is brought down over there, and it's Derek Berry bringing him down.
Derek Berry.
And Johnny Charles is over 100 yards for the night now. 116 for the night.
Charles carried the ball. 1st and goal, Portsmouth, ball resting at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal for the Trojans. And we will see what we will see here.
Left in the Medford Oak Hill game is 13-13
as Wiedebrook comes up. Backs in that power I formation. They're going to give it again to the tailback. No doubter that time. No doubter that time. Touchdown, Portsmouth. And the Trojans, for the 2nd time tonight, are on the board with 3 minutes and 1 second to play here in this 3rd quarter. 5-play, 48-yard drive. DeLotel's kick is up. And no good. So as they come back up the field, the score is Ironton 41 and Portsmouth 13. Back with a kickoff right after this.
The racing teams of NASCAR accept nothing but the very best. At Barber's Auto Value, you'll find many of the same brands for your car that you'll find in the garages at Daytona, Indy, and other major tracks. From Wicks filters to DuPont automotive finishes, whatever you need, Barber's has the largest inventory of parts and paint supplies in the tri-state. We offer a full-service custom machine shop featuring welded crack repairs for aluminum and cast iron heads and blocks. Barber's Auto Value, name brand parts as well as alternative brands for the price-conscious shopper.
Here are the Portsmouth Trojans, who have just scored with 3 minutes and 1 second left. A 5-play, 48-yard drive put together by the Trojans. That took a minute and 46 seconds to transpire. 1-yard run that time by Johnny Charles. Pretty well says it all. Charles now has how many yards? 117 for Johnny Charles.
Brandon Wilson.
So the kickoff for the Trojans.
Deion Brown.
Brown and Wilson back deep for Ironton. The kick's a nice one that's going to be over the hands of the receivers and go into the end zone, and that'll be blown dead for a touchback. And so Ironton will take over on the 20-yard line with exactly 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Ironton on their own 20. They lead 41-13.
Touchback. It'll be Ironton ball 1st and 10 from the 20.
And the Tigers. Other teams in the OHSAA computer rankings in Division 5, Region 19. Valley is 2nd, Oak Hill 3rd, Wheelersburg 8th. Wheelersburg beating up on Jackson tonight. Oak Hill and Minford in a slugfest up at Minford. So Ironton ball loose, or are we just continuing to run there?
Matt Thomas carried the ball.
As Brian Sexton on the stop.
Brian Sexton. Levi Hall of the Trojans, gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2:33 to go in quarter number 3. So Oak Hill and Minford having a slugfest. Wheelersburg handling Jackson. And on the keeper. The give, beg your pardon.
On the carry, Derek Berry. On the stop, Brian Sexton with a good open field tackle. Brings up a 3rd down.
Derek Berry, the 5'10 junior. Sexton on the stop. Less than 2 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Ironton now with a third down, about 12 or 13 yards to go. They lead 41 to 13. And so Ironton will see what they can do about that. As here come the Tigers. He keeps and rolls left, throws downfield, and
incomplete. Pass
not really too close to anybody. It was intended down there, I believe, for Brandon Wilson.
Incomplete. Tristan Cox,
but it falls incomplete.
Brings up a 4th down, 14. Back
That's their first pass of this half. First Ironton pass of this half. So now it'll be 4th down, and
Wilson, check that. Back deep.
About 12 or 13 to go. Ironton on the year has not really had to punt all that much. And it's going to take an Ironton bounce, picked up by Portsmouth, moving with it and still on his feet. Oliver
stopped by Nick Heberlin.
Continuing to run east and west.
At the 40.
And the ball will be down Portsmouth's ball. So the Trojans will have the ball on the Ironton end of the field. 1:13 to go in the third. And they will have the ball on the Ironton 47. So the Trojans coming out. Lattimore to the left. Oliver to the right. Wiedebrook to throw or run and throw. Dickerson is all by himself on the 21-yard line, still on his feet. High steps into the end zone, looking for a flag. I don't see one. A 47-yarder. 47-yard pass play to Dickerson. Dickerson took that ball in about the 21-yard line and just high-stepped his way into the end zone. And so with 1:02 to go, we had an 11-second drive there. And the Trojans will try the kick again. It's up, line drive is good this time. As they come back up the field, the score is Ironton 41. Portsmouth 19.
On the touchdown pass.
Back with a kickoff right after this.
Many people know that at the battery terminal in Ashland, Kentucky, we sell automotive, marine, and recreational vehicle batteries. But did you know we also sell
Power Wheels, motorcycle, and wheelchair batteries?
We also sell batteries for garage door openers, watches, cordless phones, and cell phones.
The Battery Terminal is a family-owned business located in Ashland, Kentucky. We've been in business for 28 years, and we are here to service your battery needs.
Brandon Wiedebrook finds Alex Dickerson about the 21-yard line. He carries it the rest of the way in, and the Trojans complete a one-play drive, basically 47 yards. Took about 12 seconds for that baby to transpire. Delotel's kick is good, and Ironton leads 41 to 20. Here at the Coliseum, you're watching high school football on the Zone. Presented to you by a whole slew of good sponsors,
Brandon Wilson,
including the Sunspot Tanning Salons. Brought to you by the Glockner family of dealerships, Barron and Murphin Insurance, Leading Lady Numismatic Coin Shop, and Heartland of Portsmouth. Still on his feet, Lewis now turns the corner to the 40. He's off to the races. He runs finally and hit hard over there for the Trojans by Zach Delotel. And so Lewis takes Ironton into Portsmouth territory. And they will have the ball from his own 20, heads up to the Portsmouth 43. So a 37-yard kickoff return. So So here come the Fighting Tigers in Portsmouth territory again. And Duty is back in. And bulling his way forward there for Ironton is Trevor White, and fumble, and Brian Sexton's got it. Portsmouth takes over. Brian Sexton. There you see him, number 55 there. Comes up with the ball. Heads up play by one of the leading defensive players for the Trojans. And as they drive down through there, Sexton just peels that ball away. It hits the ground and he falls on it, and away we go. Portsmouth recovers. Trevor White on the carry. Portsmouth with 46 seconds to go here in the third quarter have the ball. And a little reverse action to Dickerson. He gets out to about the 41. Starting on their own 38. We have seen the Trojans run that at least one time in every game, where Dickerson comes around, cuts back up on that little counter trap. Oliver way out to the right side. Dickerson in the slot, Lattimore to the left. Little draw again. Charles still on his feet. Hard hit and still drives. That was a big bang in there for Ironton. And coming up on the initial stop for the Tigers was Jacob Friend. But Johnny Charles picks up a Portsmouth first down. And so the Trojans are now in the shadow of midfield. And that's the end of the quarter. We are 3/4 the way home here at the Trojan Coliseum, and the score is Ironton 41, Portsmouth 20. Back with the final stanza right after this.
You've always been able to recognize value. The decisions you make today put you on the road to where you want to be tomorrow. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphy, your local State Auto Insurance Agency.
Johnny Charles is at 125 yards on the night. Portsmouth, as we start the fourth quarter, will have the ball first and 10 on their own 49-yard line. The Ironton Tigers, however, have the lead, 41-20. And we noticed that Mark Vass has returned many of his starters in there, as he was giving some of them a little bit of leeway and respite. And they have been doing creditable service. So we start the fourth quarter here. And Wiedebrook spins, keeps, and moves across midfield. Pickup of about 5. So it'll be second and about 5 to go for the Portsmouth Trojans. A little bit closer, 3 touchdowns down now to the Fighting Tigers of Ironton. We are just underway here in quarter number 4. High school football presented to you by Southern Ohio Medical Center, by Real Estate Gallery. Also brought to you by Falcon1.net, Minford Telephone Company, and now Minford Television. Oliver's way out on the left. Here goes Wiedebrook. He throws. He's got his man over there. Oliver moves down inside the 40 for the first down.
Dances his way down into Tiger territory.
So another pass and another completion for Wiedebrook, another first down for the Trojans. White on the stop, and Portsmouth now inside the 40 of the Tigers.
Also Tristan Cox on the stop. First and 10, Portsmouth.
Ironton's remaining games this year, Johnson Central, as we told you about. They'll host Columbus Bishop Watterson. And Nice pickup by Wiedebrook down to the 29 where he goes out of bounds. Going to be right by the stick. Going to be second down and about a smidge. So the Tigers have Bishop Watterson, they have Columbus Bishop Hartley, then they're at Oak Hill, and their 10th date is an open date. Ironton, without being in a league, most schools have that last few weeks of the season scheduled for league play. And Wiedebrook will look and heave it, and downfield he goes, and there's Dickerson. Dickerson catches it, and it's complete to Dickerson, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds on about the 1 yard line. How many? A 27-yard pass. 27-yarder. Dickerson knocked out of bounds over there by Tristan Cox. And Portsmouth knocking on the door again. They line up at the power eye again. They give to Charles. Charles heads in. Grabbing him and stopping him from going over for Ironton was big number 71, Adam Webb, who grabbed him and kept him from continuing forward, sort of grabbed him around the waist. 10:29 to go in this ball game. Trojans knocking on the Ironton door again as they come up to head southbound again. And let's see, they again have Sexton at the up back on the power eye. And they're going to shift the power eye to the other side, to the right. They go to the left. It's Johnny Charles looking for room. Should be a touchdown. Touchdown, Portsmouth. Johnny Charles. Nice blocking in there by the Trojans. And Charles kept those legs churning. So Charles takes that in from the 1 yard line. At 10:05 of this ball game, it's now a 2-touchdown ball game. Delotel's kick is up, and it's good. As we come back up the field, it's Ironton 41, Portsmouth 27. Back with the kickoff right after this.
Attention coin collectors, Leading Lady announces the opening of a numismatic coin shop in downtown Portsmouth, located at 614 Chillicothe Street, for buying and selling coins. Private room available to buy or sell. Donald Malone, manager. Check our website, leadingladycoinshop.com.
Injured? Disabled? Atomic plant worker? Social Security disability? Bankruptcy? Workers' compensation? Call for a free consultation. Our mission is to excel in helping you process your claim.
Portsmouth Trojans put together an 8-play, 62-yard drive. Begins in quarter number 3, finishes up here at 10:05 of the ball game in the fourth quarter. Johnny Charles, a 1-yard run, capping that 8-play, 62-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 41 seconds off the clock. And now Ironton's lead is cut to 2 touchdowns. And Ironton will be receiving the kickoff from Delotel. 10:05 to go. As he approaches, the kick is long enough, and it's going to be taken on to 15. And Lewis moves out to the 30, and he'll be taken down about the 33, and dragging him down over there for Portsmouth on the tackle for the Trojans is Jacob Cook. Jacob Cook brings him down, and Lewis takes the ball up to the 34 with 9:57 to go here in this ball game. And the Fighting Tigers are coming out, and they try inside and they cut it loose outside, and here comes Lewis on one of those big plays again. As he moves down and just basically sort of trots in. 66-yarder for Patrick Lewis. As you score and get it within 2, and you got to hold them. And so Ironton was determined that wasn't going to happen. Basically the little basic left side off tackle play. And Lewis took it outside, saw some room, and went 66 yards. And again, that's a 14-second drive.
Yeller Hankies line the field.
And you just, you can't give up ones like that just make the points fly by quickly. It's back to 20-point spread again. And we are waiting for something to develop here.
And it's going to be encroachment
offside,
against
encroachment against the Trojans, decline.
Okay, decline.
It's the second time Ironton has declined one on the extra points.
Half yard. He's got a good range there.
So they will. Lewis has 150 yards on the night. Schweikert's kick is up, and it's good. And as they come back up the field, Ironton back to 3-touchdown lead again, 48-27. Back with the kickoff right after this.
Do you have an emergency need for cash? Diamond Gem Lending Company, the Pawn Stars of Portsmouth, will make a short-term loan on your merchandise or buy it from you for cash. Our friendly staff is here to help you with a loan or purchase. Incredible deals on out-of-pawn jewelry, firearms, guitars, tools, DVDs, CDs, game systems, vinyl records, player piano rolls, and musical instruments. Diamond Gem Lending Company, the Pawn Stars of Portsmouth.
Welcome back to the Trojan Coliseum. And the Ironton Tigers lead the Portsmouth Trojans 48-27. That one, Patrick Lewis takes that baby 66 yards and puts Ironton back up. Lewis coming into this ball game had rushed for 682 yards, and he is at how many yards now?
That beat for Portsmouth. Alex Dickerson.
So 9:43 to go. We are kicking, and the kick is a shorty, and it's going to be taken by the Trojans on the 35. And fumble, Ironton recovers. Short kick, don't run it back. Good field position, take it from there.
Portsmouth finally recovers the ball, gets a break.
And Portsmouth does recover. And Josh Clark took the kick, moved forward. Portsmouth with 9:34 to go will have the ball on their own 40. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. You're watching high school football on the Zone. Presented to you by the Wheelersburg Cinema, Revolution Church. Brought to you by H&H Sanders Lawn Care and Supreme Pest Control. Denny for Sheriff. All about tires and Southern Ohio sports photography. Our lineups for Ironton tonight. Long toss, picked off. Nope, it's loose. Incomplete. In the hands.
Defensive player knocks the ball away. Good hard play by Alex Dickerson. 1st, 2nd, and 10.
I think it was Lewis that was covering, but I wasn't able to tell for sure. As he had it, and then it fell out of his hands. They were intending it for Alex Dickerson. And so it'll be 2nd down and 10 to go. And Wiedebrook stops, drops, throws, outside, over everybody's head. Dickerson was there. Covering him for Ironton that time was Matt Thomas. And so it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. 9:22 to go. There you see the Trojan offensive group as their unit under the direction of Brandon Wiedebrook getting the call. And Oliver goes way out to the left. Lattimore off to the right. Dickerson's in the slot on the left. And it's picked. And picked by Jacob Friend. Jacob Friend takes it down to about the 30. And again, turnovers haunt. Jacob Friend stepped right in front of that. Brian Sexton stops him from getting a touchdown. And this game, which has had so many swings back and forth, 9-14. Ironton will have the ball, and they'll have it in deep in Portsmouth territory on the 30-yard line. And lots of motion there. There'll be flaggy on that. So that'll push him back to 1st and 15.
Against the Ironton Tigers.
Right end for Ironton, leaned forward, the left end. Actually, the wingman on the left kind of leaned forward. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Tigers. And picking it up and going with it was Duty. Sexton stops him. 9:03 to go. Tanner Duty, the son of the superintendent of the Portsmouth City Schools. So Ironton's quarterback is the son of Portsmouth's superintendent.
Tanner Duty carried the ball, stopped by.
I did not see Mr. Scott Duty tonight. I don't know what color shirt he's wearing, but I suspect it's orange. Unless he's got one of those fancy ones that you can wear half of it orange and half of it red or blue.
2nd down, 7.
They're going to give to the motion man. Lewis is brought down by Sexton. And there's a flag after the whistle.
He's brought down by Brian Sexton.
Sexton and Lewis hit the ground, and we'll see what the flag was all about. It was at the end of the play. So
face mask against the Portsmouth
they say it's probably an unintentional face mask because he was bringing him down. And lots of Trojans there as Isaiah Lyseth got a hunk of his mask. So Ironton now will have 1st and goal with 8:22 to go. They're up 21 points. And Duty rolls and tucks and leaps. Doesn't quite get there. Stopping him that time for the Trojans was Justin Ohm. Justin Ohm on the stop. That act was me dropping my sponsor list, folks. But Duty kept the ball, and so those of you that are viewing and wonder what that sound was, there was nothing wrong with your TV. The problem was with your announcer. Duty takes it again, moves in. Good camera shot by our guys. And should be a touchdown for Ironton.
3rd down, roll from the 1.
Well, so it's going to be just about a football length away from the line.
Woody Workman on the stop there.
Woody Workman on the stop for the Trojans. So Duty takes it himself, leaps over, big leap in the air, touchdown Ironton. Tanner Duty leaped over everybody, got spun to the side, but the ball broke the plane of the goal. And that gives Ironton 6 more. So Duty on what we will have to call a 1-yard run. Caps a 30-yard drive at 6:53 in this 4th quarter. Isaac's kick is a line drive, and it's good. And as they come back up the field, Ironton 55, Portsmouth 27. Back with a kickoff right after this.
I mean, they followed up with phone calls. They followed up with emails, wanting to know how things were, how the car's going. I got letters, you know, just saying, welcome to our family. I mean, I just thought it was great. I've never got something like that from anywhere else.
But Glockner's is an organization where when you walk in, it's class from bottom to top and then top to bottom. So you get class both ways.
I'll travel here even if I lived in Cleveland. You know, you go where you get the best service and follow up, and they're excellent.
There you see the Portsmouth Trojans having some words of wisdom as they try to pick up their 62. That's Justin Ohm. Austin Carter, 42. And Ironton, 55-27, a 4-touchdown lead again.
Alex Dickerson awaiting the kick.
As Portsmouth had taken it to within 2 scores. And the kickoff is going to be a line driver that's going to be taken about the 15-yard line. Moving forward with it is Dickerson. Dickerson continuing to move, continuing to drive. Gets out to about the 38. And many, many, many Ironton Tigers there included on the scene there for Ironton. Was Bodmer and another guy whose number I do not have. So Portsmouth take over with 6:42 to play. So Portsmouth will have the ball on their own 39-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Lattimore out to the right. Wiedebrook, Scott Lattimore. Lattimore moves to his side again. Lots of lateral motion here by Portsmouth's receivers. On the tackle for Ironton, Jeremy Bodmer. And so it'll be 2nd and 1 to go for the Trojans. Wiedebrook with over 100 yards passing tonight. This time Lattimore out to the left. And the draw again to Charles. That one continues to work. Johnny Charles gets all the way down to about the 35-yard line of Ironton. And that little draw to Johnny Charles has worked all night. We've seen that baby at least 4 times, maybe 5 or 6. So another Portsmouth first down.
Justin Robinson.
Portsmouth began the drive on their own 39, and that play ran from their 48. Johnny Charles left side down to the 30. So with 5.5 minutes to go, it'll be 2nd down and about 5 for the Trojans. So 2nd down and about 5, maybe 6 to go. Trojans next game, they go into league play, taking on Logan. That one's batted away.
Incomplete pass. Next week, the Logan Chieftains will be here in the Coliseum.
Last year, Ironton won this game 30-14. Ironton went on last year to a record of 7-5 overall. Lost in the 2nd round of the playoffs to Johnstown Monroe, 34-7. Won their first playoff game last year against Amanda Clear Creek, 12-9. Ironton is in first place in the computer standings right now in their region. Wiedebrook, lots of traffic, gets through. He's open, he's down about the 22. He's finally tackled down in there for Ironton by Tanner Price. So Wiedebrook brought down, but not before he gets a first down for the Trojans. First half, Trojans had more first downs than Ironton did. But Ironton was ahead big time at the half. Portsmouth has brought it back to within 2 touchdowns. And now Ironton has knocked out 2 in a row, so we're back to 4 touchdowns again. Wiedebrook has lots of time. He's got a man open. He's going to tuck and take it out of bounds about the 12 or 13, but he had a man open big time on the left. So Wiedebrook takes it down, picks up a few. It'll be 2nd and 5. Wiedebrook at 5'10". Ironton's defensive lineman, 6'6", 6'3", 6'3". That tells you a little bit. Then the draw to Charles again. And Charles down to about the 11, 12, now down inside the 10. Lots and lots of guys on him. Johnny Charles continuing to drive. Excellent work by Charles, and the first man to make the hit and get dragged the farthest was Tanner Price.
Tanner Price on the stop.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Trojans just inside the 10. And several times tonight the Trojans have been here and not been able to close the deal. So the Trojans are back. Wiedebrook will tuck. Nice move by Wiedebrook, touchdown. Brandon Wiedebrook faking the option and taking the quarterback option on the play. And Wiedebrook a 9-yard run for the Trojan touchdown. He read the option perfectly on that. So with 3:50 to go, Portsmouth's on the board again. Oliver will hold, DeLotel will kick. It's up, and it's good as they come back up the field. Ironton leads 55-34. Back with the kickoff right after this. They're the Portsmouth Trojans who have just scored on a 61-yard drive. How many plays? 8 plays. On that, the clock, 2 minutes and 52 seconds is what it took on the clock to get that far and get those points. But once again now, 55-34, it's a 3-score game. Ironton leaped out early. Portsmouth has chopped away, taking on about the 17. Moving forward with it and headed out through there for Ironton. For the Ironton Tigers was Jake Long.
And Kylie Jenkins.
There you see him there, number 30. As he gets the ball all the way out to the 43-yard line. So Ironton again, good field position, 3:39 to go. They've got the ball on their own 43. Lots of points tonight. You look at this, and Portsmouth calls timeout. We'll tell you about that when we return right after this.
Nearly 70 years and 3 generations experience under our belt, we can proudly declare we were here for you yesterday, and we will be here for you tomorrow.
Portsmouth Trojans, there you see them with complete with their TV cameraman. Time Warner also broadcasting this game tonight. And with this 3:39 to go, timeout. We've had a chance to catch some words on the timeouts. Portsmouth has 2 left. Ironton has 3. Not that they're necessarily looking to use any of them. So they'll have the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 43. Portsmouth just scored on an 8-play, 61-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Brandon Wiedebrook takes it in from 9. And straight ahead on the dive there for Ironton. Jeremy Bodmer.
5-yard penalty, 5-yard pickup on the play. Check that. That's a 6-yard pickup, Joe says.
So the Trojans.
6 yards on the play. Second out 4.
With Logan next year at home, then Gallipolis at Gallipolis. 2 home games in a row with Jackson and Warren. Then they close out on the season with the Chillicothe Cavaliers. And
Cox on the carry, Levi Hall.
First down for Ironton.
Tristan Veazey on the stop.
2:50 to play.
Tristan Veazey.
First down Ironton.
On the stop.
And the Ironton Tigers looking, that's what I thought. That's the first down of this half for Ironton. Thomas breaking through on his feet, still on his feet. He was bulldogged almost all the way down.
Touchdown.
As he had 2 or 3 guys, and he was almost all the way down. Matt Thomas takes that ball. How far did we go there? They gave him the touchdown. 44-yarder. 2:22 to go. And Ironton just keeps adding a little more frosting to the cake. Kick is blocked. And didn't quite catch who did that one for the Trojans, but it looked like it possibly could have been Michael Sturgeon. Whatever it is, it's 61-34, back with the kickoff right after this.
Okay, so it's a romantic dinner for 2. Now, I've already cut some tomato. Time for the vinaigrette. You are gonna love this. Okay, we need some sesame seeds. My favorite pan. Now, what's really important is...
With Merilad cabinets, you'll discover function that's irresistible.
Good thing I'm not the jealous type.
Merilad, the dream kitchen for the real world.
Welcome back to the Coliseum, where Ironton has just put together a 57-yard, how many plays? Three-play drive. Took 1 minute and 17 seconds off the clock. Matt Thomas, a 44-yard run, and he was dragging all sorts of guys with him. This ball will be rolling into the end zone for the touchback. So Portsmouth will take over with 2:22 to go on their own 20-yard line. As Ironton leads 61-34. So when Portsmouth comes back, Ironton matches them or betters them on the scores. As Thomas just strictly dragged 3 Trojans with him, almost was bulldogged to the ground and still managed to maintain his feet. So here come the Trojans As moving to the outside and going out through there for the Trojans is DeLotel.
With Zach DeLotel on the stop.
So with 2 minutes to play, they give Zach the ball.
Folks, if you will, as you
and as we look at the lineup in for the Trojans at quarterback, and running the ball at quarterback for the Trojans looks to be, is it Jacob Cook? DeLotel.
Zach DeLotel again carried the ball.
DeLotel again carries the ball.
Stopped on the play.
So a minute and a half to go. And the Trojans pick up a first down. Ironton this whole second half has only had one first down. Portsmouth had more first downs in the first half too.
Taylor also on the stop. Brings up a 1st and 10.
Jacob Cook, the quarterback, will give, and DeLotel again, and he's going to be tackled and brought down over there by Brayton Miller.
This time by Brayton Miller. Thank you.
So with 58 seconds to go, 2nd and 10 for Portsmouth. They next will face the Logan Chieftains right here on this field.
Ladies and gentlemen, we trust you have a safe trip home.
Jacob Cook.
Zach DeLotel again carrying the ball.
And DeLotel again.
This time stacked up in the center of the Ironton line.
And on the tackle there for Ironton that time and bringing him down was Justin Robinson. 20 seconds to play.
For the Portsmouth Trojans.
And Portsmouth, who tried to pull some stuff back out, found that it just was not quite enough to pull it up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And DeLotel again outside. He's going to be tackled and stopped, and that's going to be the ball game. And stopping him on the last play of the game for Ironton and getting up a little slowly over there for Ironton is Derek Berry. But Ironton wins 61-34 in the renewal of this long-time rivalry. 61 for Ironton, 34 for Portsmouth. Fighting Tigers prevail. We'll be back with the McDonald's wrap-up. We return right after this.
Love Nails and Hair Day Spa offers manicures, pedicures, massage, skincare, bridal spa, and party packages, and much, much more. Visit us or call us today. We're open 7 days a week, and walk-ins are always welcome. Love Nails and Hair Day Spa. We go the extra mile to make you smile.
Sponsored in part by Monster Energy Drinks. Distributed locally by Spriggs Distributing, a division of the Triple Crown Beverage Group, the Tri-State's leading beverage distributor.
A night of family entertainment awaits you at the Portsmouth Cinema 8. We're always improving. More games, better movies, delicious concessions, online ticket sales, and updates on Facebook as well. To make your experience better, we now have all 8 theaters in digital DLP with Dolby Surround Sound. Plus, you can watch your next digital 3D movie here. All the entertainment you need at Portsmouth Cinema 8. Movies will never be the same again. The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years.
Christianity is often attacked for being inauthentic or hypocritical. At Revolution, they are here so through worship and service, those who desire can develop a knowledge and understanding of the scriptures and teachings of Jesus. Worship, grow, serve. At Revolution, Sundays at 10:30 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Here at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, we are not only here for you in your time of need, but we're also here to help our neighbor, to serve our community, and to help guide our youth. We do our best each day to make our area a great place to call home, and each year we give you a time to gather and remember your loved ones. To all area teams in the upcoming sports season, remember, the difference between impossible and possible lies in your determination. Good luck from all of us at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home.
Peter 10:17.
Ruth 2:11.
James 11:9.
When I was hungry. When I was lost. When I was stoned.
You gave me help.
Faith.
Joy.
You gave me a chance. Amanda 4:6. When I was saved.
Your holiday donations to the Salvation Army make change all year long.
When I came here, professors were just down to earth to talk to you. Felt like you could make a connection with them. So when you go to apply for medical school, they're going to be able to write you the letter of recommendation. You're not just someone sitting in a large lecture at a large university.
Over the last year, I've been establishing a patient base in my hometown. 20 years from now, I hope to be here, seeing patients, taking care of patients. I don't hesitate to tell them I went to Shawnee State, and it truly made me stand out while in medical school.
Ferris, the proven choice among landscape professionals for over 20 years, offers you the latest in mowing technology. Whether you're a homeowner or professional, Ferris has the products to cover your power equipment needs. Ferris zero-turn mowers with four-wheel suspension provide a comfortable ride, increased speed, and a precision cut. Our patented suspension system absorbs the bumps, increasing stability and extending mower life.
See your local Ferris dealer at Staker Sales and Service, 1424 9th Street.
For the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie.
It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster here.
The bassoon is like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake?
I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
Sweet Confections is your best choice for a full-service bakery. We have wedding, specialty, and birthday cakes, cookies, cupcakes, fudge, and more. We even have sugar-free diabetic treats. At Sweet Confections, our sweets are happiness condensed. Call or go online and order your happiness today.
I do not. Welcome back to the Trojan Coliseum, where Ironton has just defeated Portsmouth in the renewal of their annual rivalry, 61-34. And some interesting statistics on this game as we are on the McDonald's wrap-up presented by McDonald's, Portsmouth, Rosemount, and Wheelersburg. And in the ball game tonight, according to our stats coming up here, Trent and I were just talking about the amazing numbers in this ball game tonight. It was 95 total points in this ball game tonight, and the yardage shows it. For the Ironton Tigers this evening, They were led in rushing by Patrick Lewis. You might expect that with 165 yards. Tristan Cox had 135, so they had two 100-yard-plus rushers in the ball game tonight. Get this number, folks, 416 yards total rushing for the Ironton Tigers tonight. Then something you wouldn't expect, because they came into this ball game tonight with only 165 yards passing coming into the ball game tonight. The Ironton quarterbacks, Tanner Duty and Tristan Cox. Thanks, Trent. Tanner Duty and Tristan Cox together totaled 124 yards, 5 out of 6. So they almost had as many yards in this one game tonight as they had in all their previous 4 games on the season combined. And altogether tonight, Ironton with 416 yards rushing, 124 yards passing, altogether 540 yards total offense tonight for the Ironton Tigers. Now for the Portsmouth Trojans, who dropped back early, then came back and made an interesting ball game of it. In that second half, they poured on the coal, and they're led in rushing tonight by Johnny Charles, who has 29 carries for 157 yards. Brandon Wiedebrook with a great night, as he was 16 out of 27, 226 yards. Key thing, 2 interceptions for Brandon, and the Portsmouth Trojans lost some fumbles as well. But 226 yards altogether. Get this number in a loss. Portsmouth had 481 yards total offense tonight. So Ironton with 540, Portsmouth with 481. One of the telltale things was that in that second half, Ironton only had 1 first down. So the Trojans poured it on big time in the second half, but it came up short, as the big play was something that Ironton took real advantage of tonight and managed to really put the Trojans in the hole big time early on, and then when they needed to, they pulled another one out again, as Ironton wins tonight over the Portsmouth Trojans, and the final score again on the evening was 61-34. We'll be back here on the McDonald's wrap-up when we return right after this. Welcome back to the Trojan Coliseum, where Ironton has just defeated Portsmouth by the score 61-34. Scoring tonight for the Trojans, Brandon Wiedebrook had a touchdown as a 9-yarder, as he had that in the second half. Alex Dickerson had a TD receiving a 47-yarder that he caught about the 21 and scooted in the last 20 yards himself. Other touchdowns tonight for Portsmouth came by way of the ground. Johnny Charles, 3 rushing touchdowns to go with his 157 yards on the ground. And altogether tonight, the Trojans 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown on the evening. So 5 TDs tonight for Portsmouth. In the punting department, Zach DeLotel punted twice, a 27-yard average. Nick Culberson for Ironton only had to punt 1 time tonight. That was a 30-yarder. And on the evening, defensively for Ironton, they were led in defense in their tackles on the night by Trevor White, who had a total of 7, and Mo Phillips, who had a total of 9. For the Trojans, they were led on the evening by Brian Sexton, as we have come to expect. 14 total tackles on the evening, as he was all over the place again tonight. And also, if you noticed in there, he was the guy that was running the up back in the I formation when the Trojans were in that I formation tonight. So that pretty much wraps it up from here. The Trojans put up 481 yards of offense and also managed on the evening to generate a total of 34 points, which under most circumstances would be enough to win. But the problem was Ironton knocked out 61 points. So with a total of 95 points total being scored in the ball game tonight, the Trojans' 481 yards come up a little bit short to Ironton's 540 and 61 points. The final score is Ironton 61, Portsmouth 34. That pretty much does it from here. Our McDonald's wrap-up. Want to thank all of our sponsors on the evening and to our crew as well. Trent Williams, our stat guy. Also thanks to Matt Payton, the official stat guy for the Portsmouth Trojans. And thanks to you for being there as well. Don't forget our next game coming up on the Zone will be a week from tonight when we'll be up at Minford, where they're in a heck of a barn burner this evening. They've gone into 3 overtimes last time we heard against the Oak Hill Oaks as Battle of Division I and Division II in the SOC, as the West Senators will head up for the opening of the SOC Division II season. And Coach Triplett will take his charges up to see what they can do against Coach Daniels' Minford Falcons. We'll have that game for you right here on the Zone a week from tonight. Again, our final score here from the Trojan Coliseum as the Trojans finally get a home game on the year. The traditional rivalry against the Ironton Tigers. It was the Ironton Fighting Tigers 61, Portsmouth Trojans 34. I'm Tony Lavender for Zone Sports. Thanks for watching, everyone, and so long.